Gone mad. I'm not sitting here talking to myself, all right? Right, morning everyone. So we made it here to the VBOA show. This is the Vauxhall Bedford Opel Association. It's like the umbrella association for all of the different Vauxhall, Opel and Bedford enthusiast clubs. We've been here all weekend. The car drove up absolutely beautifully. We got lots of waves and smiles and photographs taken on the way up where people spotted us. And the cars had quite a lot of admiration here. Actually, yesterday we were in the main arena with all of the, I'm here with the Autobahn Stormers, so we're the club for these larger Vauxhalls and Opels. And we had all the cars lined up in date order, and of course mine was the oldest. And we had them all lined up, and actually got a round of applause from the crowd for saving the car. Because it's been really appreciated, actually, the work that's been done to rescue this from the scrapyard. I'll give you a quick look round in a second, and we'll probably do a walk round of the show later on today. Today's going to be the sort of biggest day, so I'll give you a walk round so you can see some of the other cars. But mainly it's also been really nice to meet a few subscribers. Some people have sort of come up to me and said, yeah, watch your videos, absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's been nice. I'll just give you a quick look round of some of the other cars that are here. Again, so we've got an absolutely beautiful Senator A there. So that would have been when the Royale saloon became a Senator. So when it was adopted the Senator name. We got Dave's beautiful GSE that he's had for 30 odd years. He was the second owner and he's kept it all this time. We've got a beautiful Monza there, that was the second oldest. And another GSE, and we've got another Monza has turned up. This is, yes, I was going to say this is Dave's Monza. And Dom turned up last night with his Monza as well. So we've even, over with us, we've got a V8 imported from Australia Ute, which is absolutely stunning. That is a rather nice, rather loud, rather burbly V8 Holden Ute. But we'll go for a bigger walk around the show later on.
Right then, let's move on to our next ones. Come on in, boys, come on in. Start going round for us. Keep going round, keep going round.
Look at that, that's Adam's Royale. That's the other Royale that's regularly on the road. Absolutely beautiful car that is.
Marvellous. So we're going to start with you, and we've just been talking about new Vauxhall because Vauxhall have brought back the badge, which is proudly displayed outside of here. How about that? Their performance vehicles are back, which is wonderful to see. Tell us what we've got here.
It's an Opel Monza GSE, made in 1985. I've had it for 12 years, I think. No, 13 years. It's just had an engine conversion as well, so it's got the later Senator engine from the Senator B, the 24 valve engine, so it's got a bit more potent, a bit more get up and go.
Now the interior, is this an original interior?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Tell you what, it's beautiful. It's like a ground floor interior. It doesn't get 470s, does it? It looks fantastic in here. How long have you had this for?
13 years.
What is it about it then that you like so much to keep it for that long?
I just love the shape of the car. I always have done ever since they came out. I just thought they looked so cool. And it gives me a real kick driving the thing, really.
Of course, this was sort of like the end of the big Vauxhall Grand Tourer rear-wheel drive, big engine up front, because after this coupe, of course, we went on to things like Calibra and Tigra and Ash Coupe and so forth, but that's just the way the world changed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just something about these cars. The engine that's been around for years. You know, the more modern engines, where everything's covered up under the bonnet, you can't get in anything. They don't hold much interest in me, but this is something special.
No, it's lovely. You keep it just like this. Marvellous to see this. Thank you very much. You carry on going round. Go and join your fellow comrades going round. Right, so we'll come on to you next. Come on over. I've no idea where Sean's gone. Sean's just disappeared off. He's like, here you go, Tim, here's the microphone, crack on. So here I am talking to you, sir. Now, oh my lord, I tell you what, you have got the best interiors going. Is this a Greenslaw interior?
Yeah, yes, cool.
Fantastic. Wait, hang on, is this open? I've got to have a sit in this. Oh, yes. You get in the back of this. This is like getting into... Oh, this is so comfortable. That is the most comfortable seat I have sat in about 6 years. That is superb. It's like sitting in a duvet. Tell us how long you've had this.
I've had it 17 years.
17 years. Crikey. What's the one thing then that you like about it?
The length of distance travelling, you could go for miles in it. We did one journey up to the Isle of Lewis, down to Chester where we live, just outside Chester. And we did the whole journey back from Liverpool in one go, 10 hours.
Fantastic. I mean, the back seats are so comfortable. I imagine the suspension's just as soft as those seats.
It is. It's a nice relaxing drive and it's a good long distance one.
And for this kind of like effortless swooping now, you're talking sort of like, I don't know, maybe 5 Series, 7 Series, maybe something like Range Rover or something like that. But do you know what I mean? Like, they don't make cars at this sort of price level with this sort of luxury anymore, do they?
No, it's 40 years old, and you know, if you go back to 40 years ago, it's got electric heated mirrors, a digital dash, heated seats, everything's electrical, central locking, and for a car of that age, it's so far ahead of its time.
Absolutely, this is like proper luxury time warp car. Yeah, all original as well. Never been restored, all original, and it looks factory fresh. It looks fantastic. You carry on round, sir. You enjoy yourself. Look at that, it's even got the right gearbox as well. Don't forget to drop your handbrake off. I don't want you to do your brakes in there. Lovely to see. Look at that. Crikey. I feel like I should bow down to the temperature as it goes round. That's lovely to see. Absolutely marvellous. Right, let's have something a little bit more sporty. You, sir, come on over. Come on over. Now, if you want to know what's coming up next, so do I. I have no idea, as they've not told me what's going on, but I do know that you're here with me, so I'll start talking to you. Hello.
Hello, Tim. How?
I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, it's good.
Tell us what we got.
Right, we've got 1983 Series 2 Monza 3-litre again, but it's had a few mods. Well, the Eagle Eye will see the GSE side skirt, it's the GSE rear spoiler. The bonnet is from a diesel-powered Senator, not available in the UK, and there's only 3 others in the country. Got a big body, it's also got a big valve head from the Senator, latest Senator, so it's got a coat, and it's got a 4-speed transmission inside.
So we've done quite a few bits to it though.
Yeah.
All OEM stuff. We haven't like gone outside of the Vauxhall fraternities.
Exactly right, yeah, and we change the wheels, of course. But generally speaking, yeah, it's all Vauxhall upgrades, Opel upgrades. So and all the cars, to be honest, are slightly sort of individualised.
Got anything else left to do?
Not with this one, no. But I've actually got a GSE somewhere, the red one, which is undergoing some work at the moment. So this one is underway, actually.
That's excellent. It's lovely to see this. As I say, you've also got blue. I think we've got. If the last one doesn't have velour, I'm going to be disappointed because we've gone through all of the colours. We've had brown, we've had green, we've had blue. All we're missing now is like a burgundy velour, and we've got the set. Love to see you. Thank you very much. Apparently, Royales are the classy ones. Yes, we've got velour interior. I'm so pleased to see this. What I also love is that you're wearing a period-correct shirt. This is fantastic. Tell us what we got.
It's a 1980 Vauxhall Royale, 2.8. Quite rare even around. See that it's completely original in its original carburettor. It's even got its original turret tops underneath there.
Fantastic, fantastic. So have you had to like go back and get it back to this original state, or did you find one of these really rare survivors that we all love?
It's a very rare survivor, this one. Its first owner was a Vauxhall Luton factory. He used it for a year for advertising, press release and test drives. Second owner owned it till 2020, and he did very, very few miles in it. From about 1990 onwards, stuff like that. He only did MOT miles, youth holder as well.
So someone is a very lucky boy then for finding this, because this is absolutely tremendous.
Look, absolutely rare. I didn't realise how rare it was when my friend offered it to me. So
Fantastic. And now you're part of the Vauxhall community and you can't go anywhere. Do you want to head back over to your stand? Head on over. Like I say, I don't want to keep you driving round because you'll end up putting about 10 miles on the clock. I know, round and round and round and round. Trust me, you going round and feeling dizzy is far better than what I've just seen. I was far too close up to me. Right then, oh marvellous, in come the Calibras. This is marvellous. Right, keep on going round, keep on going round. Yes, I've spotted you stealing my car, that's fine. Keep going round, you're just gonna...
Right, so it's Sunday afternoon, about to drive back. It's been a fantastic show, been here since Thursday. There are, as you've seen on the walk round, there are all sorts of different Vauxhalls, Opels, Bedfords, all here, and all the clubs that make up the various Vauxhall owners and Bedford and Opel owners clubs. They're all represented here. It's been really enjoyable, and one of the benefits of a gathering like this, not only is it sort of meeting other people and seeing some of the other cars and swapping ideas, it's also the ability to grab hold of some spare parts, and actually managed to get a few things that are very useful. So managed to get a set of radiator hoses, which will come in handy. I've managed to get one wiper cover for the wiper blades, where the spindle comes out. You have a little cover that goes over it. Both of mine are missing, so at least that one gives me something I can now model and 3D print a replacement. But from my point of view as an amateur mechanic, the deal of the day are these. So these are genuine dealer service manuals for this car. So they are with their technical bulletins and updates. These are the 1978 dealer manuals for the Senator, Monza and Royale. So and we've got both sets, so we've got maintenance, body panels, paint, equipment, heating and ventilation, frame, brakes, engine and fuel system, clutch, steering, electrical and accessories. So it's all here. We got both sets, and that was the best 20 quid I've spent on the car in a while. Yeah, and that's something you just are not going to get anywhere else. I've already got the parts manual, which has been incredibly helpful for cross-referencing parts, but that will also be very useful to have for the car. So that's great. So anyway, been a bit of a different video this time. I'll probably video some of the drive going home, which may have already appeared or may appear in a bit, who knows. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one.